Sweet Christmas, Luke Cage looks amazing. Let's break down that hot new trailer on today's Nerdist News. Plus, I've got a giveaway. Who loves free stuff? Sometimes you gotta wonder about timing, you guys. Just about a week after Suicide Squad director David Ayer shouted F Marvel at a screening of his movie, only to find that critics and fans alike found the DC flick lacking, the House of Ideas happened to drop a stunning trailer for their latest Netflix series, Luke Cage. And I mean, holy crap, the show looks good. So in classic Nerdist News fashion, we're gonna break it down. Let's go. All right, so we learned at Comic-Con last month that Luke Cage would take place after the events of Jessica Jones, meaning the show will focus on a Luke who's already lost his wife, dealt with Kilgrave's mind control, and met his future wife and baby mama. But that doesn't mean his origin story won't play a factor, as we got our first look at the weird experiment that made Cage indestructible. First, how much does this setup look like a jerry-rigged take on the super soldier tank from Captain America? And second, oh buddy, check out that nod to Luke's classic Power Man costume from the 70s. Wristbands, tiara, hair. I love it. I mean, yeah, he does look a little doofy, but it's damn nice to know that at least we'll get a quick glimpse of this look before Cage settles into his more modern casual Friday look. Speaking of which, check it out. Luke's much discussed gray hoodie has a yellow lining, another nice nod to the Power Man costumes of old. Also moving on, we meet Luke arguing with his mentor Pops at Pops' barbershop. See guys, Luke is resistant to becoming a hero since he never asked to be given superpowers in the first place. Fair enough, but we're pretty sure it won't take too many episodes for him to change his mind, especially since it looks like the barbershop gets shot up by Cottonmouth's thugs at some point, sending Luke on a mission for vengeance. Is that Pops who got gunned down? Oh, we really hope not, because it would both be super sad and super lame for a story beat that huge to be spoiled in the show's trailers. As for Cottonmouth, how friggin' cool does Mahershala Ali look with the Notorious B.I.G.'s crown over his head? Now, we had heard about this scene and its prominent use of Biggie's Rolling Stone cover when it screened at Comic-Con, and it somehow looks even more intense than it sounded, with Cottonmouth pounding a dude's face into mush. The villain looks a lot different than his comic book counterpart, who was older with white hair and teeth shaved into fangs, but he's no less imposing, and we have to wonder whether Cottonmouth will go through some kind of transformation of his own, as it looks like he may be battling Luke in an abandoned theater towards the end of the trailer. Because after all, who could possibly go one-on-one with Power Man without getting a little super soldier serum of their own? Yes, Mike, always with the comments. It's always just you being like, yeah. And with regards to all of that violence, this show looks raw. Dudes getting punched, kicked, flipped, and thrown by Luke Cage through just about everything, including those hallways, again with the hallways. And one guy's fist just straight up gets pulverized against his cheek in slow-mo. It looks amazing. Also, ouchie. It's a good thing Netflix allows these shows to be hard R-rated. The action really feels street level while still giving us the heightened reality of a superhero flick. But there's more than just badass brutality on offer here, though we know he'll wind up with Jessica Jones eventually. It looks like another pair of ladies will play an important role in Luke Cage's post-Kilgrave life. First, Claire Temple, who seems to share a close friendship with Cage just like she did with Matt Murdock. With confirmation that she'll be popping up in Iron Fist next year too, it's interesting to see that this character, who was supposed to be Night Nurse before Marvel Features claimed that role for Doctor Strange, has become one of the most important in the Netflix MCU. She's kind of like Phil Coulson in that way, so hopefully she survives the Defenders. And then there's Misty Knight, who makes her debut on the show. Misty seems to be playing both a romantic interest and a moral center as she sticks it to Cage, telling him that he may be bulletproof, but Harlem isn't, seemingly referring to the shot-up remains of Pops' barbershop, which we see in the background of the shot. If Luke has a weakness, it's the people that he cares about, and it looks like it's Misty who actually pushes him to become a hero. Now, we see her wielding a gun later on in the trailer, which makes sense since she is a detective, but it's still unclear whether she'll have her trademark bionic enhancements or kung fu skills. Since Misty is a major love interest for Iron Fist, we can bet we'll see her show up on that show too, though we wonder whether her romantic past with Luke will get between the future heroes for hire. And finally, how about that nice beat at the end between Luke and Pops, where we see the hero enjoying himself an Easy Rawlins novel. Rawlins was the main character in a series of beloved hard-boiled detective novels that started in the 90s and have become iconic for their blending of noir tradition and themes of social justice. Seeing Luke read this book feels like a statement of purpose. Now, this show is going places that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has never gone before in a way that's relevant and important. It's all the more impressive that it looks like a damn good time on top of that, and we cannot freaking wait. Especially Mike.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Are you psyched for Luke Cage? Notice anything in the trailer that we might have missed? What other MCU characters should Netflix take on? Let's discuss, and guess what? We did this episode live today on Twitch, and we're going to do it again tomorrow, so hop on over to Nerdist Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Nerdist, and we'll see you guys tomorrow live at 3 Pacific time. Following that, an all-new live Bizarre States with Bowser and myself. Woo! And our second winner from our collaboration with Inkshares hit bookstores today. It's a coming-of-age and coming-out story set in the zombie apocalypse in Florida. Yeah. What could be better? If you want your own copy, we're giving some away. Just click the link to tweet in the post below, and you've got a chance to get this copy right here. Otherwise, go get it at Amazon or Barnes & Noble's or your local bookstore.